write to us through yogaxpress.com, and I will be sure to convey that to Adina. So thank you for being on our show again, Adina. I appreciate that. Josiane, welcome back, my dear yoga addict. Josiane has been with us in at least 40 to half the episodes. We're in episode number 105. And Josiane must have been with us at least in 40 or 50 episodes,
Almost
right?
through.
Oh, you definitely qualify as a yoga addict. Tell our viewers one more time what you...
I hope I'm not boring to repeat myself like that.
No. You won't be boring. The thing is, every time, here's what you need to understand. Every time we air, we have new viewers. So you are new to somebody out there every time. Even though I know exactly what you do, even for me, every time you talk about what you do, you bring a new perspective. So I see another side of you. We are all multidimensional. We all have aspects of our personality that emerge depending on who is around us. So in this program, we have wonderful viewers like you. I have wonderful participants here. So that part, and I have a beautiful crew in the control room. So we have this wonderful teamwork here that part of my nature comes out. You're able to see the joy on my face and the joy on all our faces. So you are still new to somebody. I used to know this wonderful shop called New to You. It's secondhand goods, so it's secondhand to somebody, but those goods are new to someone else. So
Okay, so I start, well, it's not in this order, but I mean, it was martial art first, and it was belly dancing, it was boxing and martial art, and of course yoga in between, and my sailing, 20 years of sailing and racing, and all connected to yoga.
And Josiane is going to practice her balance postures on the sailing boat one of these days with, the boat on moor to... Well, actually, we're going to let the moor go, right? So Josiane can be in the middle of the water and she's going to learn the balance. I know you hate balance postures, but I also...
Well, I don't hate them. It's because I have no balance on my left foot. I have only four toes to hold on to.
Well, actually,
I have sciatica on one side and a swollen knee on the other one, so balance a little bit...
And I don't blame you because we all have our strong side, we all have our strengths. The important thing is to recognize both our strengths and our weaknesses, make the most of what you have. That goes for our viewers. Come to terms with what you don't. If you think you're not a person who is good at balance postures today, that's fine. Today you go into back bends, forward folds. Every day is different. Every day is new. Some days I find my balance is fantastic and suddenly I love balanced postures. But if I'm not going to be very balanced today, I'm going to hate it. So we all love things that we do well. So the point is just to keep trying. Before we go into a few more stretches, I'd like to remind you that in the last episode we talked about how many yoga forward folds helps compress glands and organs in the middle part of our body. As you understand, between the pelvic region and the shoulders are where all our glands and organs, most of our glands and organs. Of course, we have the brain, pituitary, and pineal above in the skull region. Those are when we're talking about activating the chakras at a very, very high level. But they're there too. We're not going to neglect those, but when you do a lot of forward folds with your head going down, you do energize your brain as well. But I want to remind you, we've listed about 24 glands and organs, but I'm just going to read out a few. The brain, which is a primary organ, controls all bodily functions. You have the heart, it purifies blood, pumps it back into the body. You have your kidneys, it's responsible for filtering wastewater. You have a large intestine, it's a passage that retains waste material for expulsion. You've got your liver, produces bile for storage in the gallbladder. You're wondering why I'm reading it? This is a book called Yoga for Busybodies, which I put together about 6 years ago. So I've done my research. It's just that I don't want to make a mistake just getting it off of my brain. I want to make sure you get the right information. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice that aids digestion. And you have your pineal and pituitary in the skull region. Pineal regulates activity of your pituitary and the hypothalamus, so you have all your thyroid glands also that are being activated. Pituitary secretes hormones. The pituitary gland controls all other glands. So that's in the skull region, which means you need a lot of headstands, total forward folds. We don't do headstands on this program, by the way. That's known as the king of all postures. Shoulder stand is known as the queen of all postures. We might be able to get into shoulder stand if we're ready. Let's try that, get the blood to our brain. And of course, the stomach churns and stores food. Thyroid secretes growth-controlling hormone. And urinary bladder holds and releases wastewater. These are some of the major glands and organs in our body. Now, before we go ahead and start stretching, we're going to do some seated stretches today. We have a lot of support for you other than the website and the blog, which will come on at the end of this program. We also have a postcard that lists the 48 stretches. We have a fridge magnet. Put this in your handbag. Stick this on your fridge. Unfortunately, I've run out of the business cards. We might print some more, which has the sequence on the back. That's intended for your wallet. Just use all the support that we can give you. We have a book called Yoga Secrets, which actually talks about the 48 plus ailment-specific sequence. And we workshop all these postures from that book. So let's get into before the cat, let's get into the cat posture. The cat posture actually opens up your chest, so you expand, you enhance your lung power. Let's get on our hands and knees. Knees are below the hips, hip width apart. Hands are below the shoulders, shoulder width apart. Toes are curled in. Your fingers are splayed, nice and open, so you have a nice firm grip on the mat. Right now, we're in neutral position. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, and we're going to dip our torso. So the middle part of the torso comes down. We're going to inhale and lift our chin, so that'll expand the chest. So when we lift our chin, our shoulders go back just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Uncurl your toes and arch your back. Let's do that one more time. Curl your toes. Inhale. Dip your torso. Exhale, arch your back, uncurl your toes. Let's come to neutral position. I need to point something out to you. What you might have noticed, when we inhale, we're opening up a chest, so we're actually enhancing lung power. When we exhale, we're compressing the middle part of our body. We are compressing and massaging those glands and organs in that region. So the undulating motion of the midriff of our body actually helps to massage all those glands and organs. So every time you exhale, see if you can do an abdominal exhale. So tighten your lower abdominal muscles. Try that one more time. Let's just exhale and tighten our lower abdominal muscles. So the tighter you take it in, every time I speak, I have to let myself go. But every time you tighten your lower abdominal muscles, you're actually massaging. So that's really good to relieve constipation, maybe even prevent constipation. But today is not about ailments. Now, let's inhale, come up. We want to show you a few postures that will help massage your organs. So we are also going to show you a few lung openers, or chest openers. Let's come up into camel position. Come up on your knees. Toes are flat. We're just going to go, I'll just go a little bit into profile. We have two cameras, they'll pick us up, and we have a wonderful crew. Jabari, Rosette, and Jamie. So they'll pick us up at any angle, so we have no problems. Keep your toes flat. What we're going to do is we're going to place, just like we did in the posture in the previous episode, we did a very intense back bend. That was a standing back bend. That was called Ugra Asana. No, Ugra is a forward fold, sorry. That was Tiryangasana, reverse inversion. This is a seated back bend. This is called Camel, Ustrasana. Place your palms on your buttocks. Now tighten your buttocks. Tighten your pelvic region. Your toes are flat. Now, if you feel your hands may not reach your heels today, you can curl your toes in. That brings your heels a little closer. The purpose of today's stretch, back bend, is actually chest opener. So you want to fill your lungs with air, expand your chest, expand your lungs. So we're going to keep our toes flat. Inhale. Bring your chin up, and as you go past midpoint, start exhaling. Glide your hands down your back, the back of your thighs. Take your right hand to your right heel, left hand to the left heel. Once you've made the connection, bring your pelvis forward and hold. Keep breathing. It's not easy to breathe and talk and hold. When we say hold, we mean hold your posture, not your breath. So keep breathing. Inhale, very gently bring your right hand to your right buttock. Left hand goes on your left buttock. Keep your elbows close. Inhale, bring your chin up, bring your head up. And exhale. Once you get past midpoint, exhale and release the hands. Now, Josiane, how's your knee? I know you had a tender knee. Are you okay to go backward in this?
That's
this
not a
one,
problem.
this posture number 22?
This one I have to bend forward with a knee bend.
Forward, okay. So we can keep going in this
Yes.
one? This is wonderful because the next one is Supta Vajra. Supta is supine, Vajra or Vaira is diamond. We're going to sit down on our heels. And we're all in profile, so you can see how we try to touch go back. I want you to be very careful. So sit on your heels. So your feet are flat, sit on your heels, bring your knees closer. Remember, if your knees are closer, you feel a more intense stretch in your quadriceps. So if you feel that today your quads are not very cooperative, that's fine, because the idea today is to open up your lungs and to compress your mid-region, so it's okay. You're not really working your muscles. You're not trying to work just your muscles today. You can bring your knees out. So you can bring your knees apart if you feel you're not ready to do a deep quad stretch. I'm going to keep my knees together. Sometimes I like to challenge myself, and today I'm feeling all energized. We're still hyped from yesterday, right?
Absolutely.
So here's what Adina, Josiane, and I are going to do. We're going to place our palms behind our back on the floor, so palms are flat. Very gently bring the right elbow to the floor and then the left elbow. Once both your elbows are down, tip your head back.
That my knee won't allow me to.
Oh, right. That's what I wanted to be careful. That's okay. Just open up your chest, Josie. And the idea in this posture is just to get a chest opener to enhance lung power. Breathe easy. Be very comfortable in this posture. Breathe. Keep breathing. Very gently. Press with your palms. Left palm presses on the floor. Come up a little bit. Right palm presses on the floor. Head comes up last. This already is another way to get the blood rushing to your head, and it's a much gentler way than the forward folds. So you still feel, did you feel any rush of blood to your head in this?
Unfortunately, yes.
Why is it unfortunate? Was it making you dizzy? Well, why did you say unfortunate?
I didn't get dizzy, but
you did feel the rush,
yes.
right? And yes, actually, it's a good thing that you use the word unfortunate, because it's made me aware that sometimes it may not always be pleasant, but you will feel refreshed when you come back up. How did you feel when you said unfortunate? What made you say that? How did you feel?
it is a rush. I can feel the blood coming in,
Right.
and your sensation changes very quickly. It's like a room temperature from cold to hot. And what's nice is now my whole body feels very hot. I don't feel it in my head. I'm
Right.
very warmed up.
There you go. That's good. So there's a good in everything, right?
Yes.
It was a little unfortunate because I felt that too. Felt a little bit dizzy when you're going back, but once you tilt back and you stay, the blood has already got there to the brain, the skull region, then we are fine. But it's the process of getting there sometimes.
Right.
That's very nicely explained, though. You're very, very expressive. Thank you. Josiane,
A good leader.
how did you feel when you went
Well,
there?
I couldn't do it all the way.
You didn't go all the way,
I
but you
did
did
the
tilt your
I
head
did the
back.
other version.
You did your adaptation. I love that.
You know, I used to do this when I was able to bend my knee,
Right.
and with both knees the same way. This
Yeah, that's fine because this is about chest opener, so you're still fine. Actually,
That
this is
is
much
not-
more intense on your leg too.
It's only on
one side.
side.
Oh, when are you going to take care? You are looking after that knee, right?
There's nothing I can do.
Right. You just have to keep
Time.
coming back.
Time is a healer.
Time will heal. You don't. Actually, we were talking about chiropractors too, right? I'm not telling you, folks at home, keep doing what you're doing. You're seeing a chiropractor, you have this gorgeous guy stretching your spine out, go. Don't stop seeing them. If you're seeing a doctor, please keep going there. If you're going to the gym, continue to do what you're doing. Just add us to your fitness schedule. Just take another 15, 20 minutes every day and stay with us, watch us, stretch with us. Just feel good. Feel good about having done a little extra for yourself. Isn't that what life is all about, doing that little extra, right?
Right. Everything that comes together and everything works, not just one thing.
In harmony, yeah. And if you can find somebody to stretch with you, that's great because you borrow their energy. Okay, let's go into, this is an intense forward fold, so maybe we won't do this one, Josiane. This is a rabbit posture, Shashank, 23.
This one?
23, yes, no, this one. Your knees are bent, but you fold forward. So let's not do that. We will do this.
That's all right. That's, well, I put my leg on the other side.
You want to try that? Okay, because that's a wonderful compression of the lower abdominal region. And it actually releases the pancreas too. So let's try that. Okay, let's sit on our heels. I'm going to stagger myself. We're going to set Josiane and Adina forward. I'm coming back. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms together. And you don't have to keep your elbows straight necessarily, but if you can, like Adina is doing and Josiane almost has her elbows straight, that's wonderful. But if you cannot, in this particular episode, the purpose is to compress your midriff. So I'm going to keep my elbows bent just a little bit. Once I go down, my elbows will cooperate just a little more. So we're going to exhale and fold from the hip. Exhale. Make sure you exhale from your lower abdomen. Learn to isolate your muscles. Keep exhaling with every sip of air that leaves your body. Of course, there's always going to be fresh air going in, but with every sip that you can exhale, you are learning to detox yourself, and you learn to fold forward a little deeper. Keep your arms, elbows nice and straight, palms are flat. Now, this time, when you come up, coming out of a posture in yoga is far more important than coming into a posture. Sometimes we lose our graceful way of coming out. So what we're going to do is, in very controlled motions, we are going to use our upper abdominal muscles to bring us up. Keep your back nice and straight. Clasp your palms together. Inhale, and let's come up. Exhale and release. Every time you compact the muscles in the front of your body, you're actually compressing the glands and organs inside. So when you compress and they open up again, you are actually sending fresh oxygen. So where the mind goes, and you would understand this, where the mind goes, energy flows. So wherever you think of that region of the body that needs your attention the most, and you're refreshing that part of the body. So let's go into Ardha Matsyendra. This posture that we just did is called Shashank or rabbit. We fold over like a rabbit. When you take your hands back, it's actually Balasana or the child pose. Where your hands are forward, it's a rabbit pose. Your left heel is tucked under the right buttock. Use the props that you already have. Use your hands, move your right leg. Right foot goes over the left knee. Now this is a wonderful, wonderful posture. It's posture, let me point it out to you. This is what we're looking at, Adina. Since you're here with us for the first time, I just want you to know what's our final posture. And that's number 24, Josiane. And I know you like this one, right? And this is very refreshing because it just squishes all the internal organs in our midriff. Okay, so left heel under the right buttock. Right foot goes over the left knee. Now push your right knee in and torque your body a little bit to the right. So push your right knee with your right hand. Place your right hand there. Release your left hand. Inhale. Raise the left arm. Exhale and dip your left elbow over the right knee. Now once I'm in this is called Ardha Matsyendra. Once I'm in this full position, it's going to be a little hard to speak. So I'm going to get it all out right now. Once your elbow is over, your left elbow is over the right knee, you want to try and make the connection. So today, if your body is cooperating with you, you might want to hold on to your left knee with your left hand. And if you're not quite there yet, you can place your left hand on your right thigh or on your left shin, wherever your hand will take you, but just make the connection. Once you've made that connection, torque your body, twist, and look to the right. It's a wonderful oblique twist, but we're not talking about muscles today. We're actually going to focus on the glands and organs in that part of the body. So you're talking about the midriff, you're talking about liver, you're talking about pancreas, you're talking about even your stomach. So just do a wonderful twist. Keep exhaling. With every exhale, you'll be able to go deeper. Look back and notice that we all have our right hand placed behind us for balance. Inhale, come back to the front. Release your left hand, release your right leg, and let's switch legs. Don't forget, all yoga is about balance. You stretch one side, you compact one side, you want to stretch the other side and compact the other side. So this time, tuck your right foot under the left buttock. Use the human props that you already have. Use your hands, move your left foot over the right knee. Now, push your left knee in and torque your body a little bit to the left. So you are already halfway there. Ardha Matsyendra. Matsya is fish, Ardha is half. Matsyendra is the name of a sage. Ardha Matsyendra, and his name literally, Matsyendra, means Lord of the Fishes. And it was the name of a sage. And lots of sages, Maricha, Matsyendra. And literally, Ardha Matsyendra means half Lord of the Fishes. So this is really half a posture. But we are happy where we are, right? This is good enough. So push your left knee in. Torque your body to the left. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee, push your left knee in, and try to hold on to your right knee or the right shin or the right ankle, left thigh. Let's turn around. Take a very nice, very graceful. That shows a dancer in you, Adina. If you notice, cameras would have picked her up. Adina swung her arm all the way from behind. Thank you, Rosette. We have about 5 minutes. We're doing well. So turn, place your left palm behind your buttocks and look back. Now keep exhaling. Keep exhaling. Remember, inhale happens. Keep exhaling and twist your body a little more every time. Inhale, turn to the front, release the right arm, and then the left leg. I have to get feedback. I feel so wonderful. How do you feel?
Oh, it's one of my favorites too.
That's because you're very good at it too.
Well, it twists everything. I use it as an opportunity also with my peripherals. When I turn around, I move my eyes as far over as possible and focus.
That's a great idea.
And so then also the deeper you breathe, the more that you can go into it.
Right, and you keep exhaling till you can go right all the way back, right? And the inhale happens. You talked about peripheral vision. That's really wonderful because that's a great point. We never thought of talking about that today. We did talk about Trataka, eye movements. We have 8 ocular points, remember? Josiane and I went through Trataka one day and just talked about different eye points. So this way, when you're going all the way, you're trying to look back as much. So that means you're also exercising the ocular nerve. So yoga does help you exercise facial muscles as well. We have all the breathing, which helps, exercise the nostrils. Right, we have the lion, your favorite, all the facial muscles. But it's one that you enjoy because it makes you feel good. But that's really a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you, Adina. That's wonderful. It does improve peripheral vision because you're turning all around to see, okay, can I see Josiane on the other side? No, but I need a little more. Also, it's wonderful for our midriff. If you have a little Mansfield as I do, you're going to want to do a few more twists. Thank you. That's great. We have about 3 minutes. We're doing really well. So we've done both sides. Let's try some of the stretches. Keep your left leg extended where it is. Right now is good. Flex your left foot. Tuck your right foot into your left thigh. We have 3 minutes. I think we can do about 3 postures. This time, let's try and do the pigeon. Pigeon is really good. So we'll do 2 of these.
That's one of my favorites.
You're very graceful in that too. Attach your right foot to your inner left thigh and then torque your body. Turn your body to face the extended leg. Inhale. Bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. This time, clasp your palms together. What we're going to do is we're going to fold. Exhale and fold from the hip. Keep your back nice and straight. Exhale and fold. Remember, it's not very important to be able to get your hands right over your foot. If you're fortunate enough to be able to do that today, that's wonderful. Adina has her hands over and Josiane is almost there. And I'm also trying to get there. So we're all doing okay today, but the important thing is to feel that compression of your lower abdomen, especially on the left side, on your upper left thigh. Wow, I knew, Josie. I was wondering what happened. So in spite of your knee. Oh, right. So on a regular day when Josiane doesn't have a tendon knee, I've seen her before. She can get her hands all the way forward. The point is if your hands are too far forward and you don't feel the stretch, you're not getting any benefit out of it. You will get the benefit only when you challenge yourself. So it has to be a little bit difficult for everyone every day. So keep exhaling. You also feel the beautiful hamstring stretch in the back of your legs. Inhale, raise your arms, exhale and release. Let's switch legs before they time us out. Extend the right leg, tuck the left foot in. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, and then take it all the way overhead. We don't want to rush. Let's keep going. Exhale and fold. Holding a posture, holding time is very important. Feel a beautiful hamstring stretch, but you'll also feel a wonderful compression in the lower abdomen on your upper right thigh. Inhale, let's come up. Keep your extended leg where it is. Keep your arms up here. Extend your left leg all the way out. And we're going to fold again. Keep your back nice and straight. Feel a beautiful compression this time of your upper abdomen and your lower abdomen. If you're fortunate enough, your head might touch your knees. I noticed that Adina has her forehead on her knees. If it doesn't, don't get discouraged. You'll get there. Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. Before I introduce our wonderful participants one more time, I want to remind our viewers that in the last couple of episodes, we have been trying to point out postures to you, and we have been helping you stretch with us in postures that help energize the internal glands and organs in the middle part of our body. We're going to continue to do that today. In fact, the three of us are already so revved up from the previous two episodes, that I think we've activated at least 2 or 3 of our chakras. The energy centers, the energy wheels have started moving up. I don't think we're going to quite get up to Sahasrara, up to the crown chakra today, but before I go too much into Sahasrara and Kundalini effect, let me introduce you to a wonderful Kundalini expert, Adina Marmelstein. Adina, to my immediate left, has been with us in a couple of episodes, and she loves being here. So,
absolutely.
Thank you, Adina. Very briefly this time, because they already are introduced to you, very briefly tell us what you do.
I'm a certified Kundalini restorative yoga teacher.
Wonderful.
I bring in some other yoga techniques and resources and healing techniques for integrating the body and the mind together, making a deeper connection with the self, awareness of the self, and also bringing people together, connectedness.
That's wonderful. And you have this wonderful website called Healing is Appealing.
Healing is Appealing /WeBelieve.com.
Well, there you go, WeBelieve.com. We will definitely have Adina as one of our special guests one of these days, as we will also have Josiane. I've been threatening Josiane to have her on as my special guest, but she's a little shy, but you'll be there, right? We need you to talk to us about how you became such a yoga addict. Josiane, one more time for our new viewers.
That goes very, very far back from my youth and everything.
How long have you been practicing?
Oh, I think since I was a teenager, I think.
Right, okay.
And it was very, very slowly, and then everything that I've done after that was martial arts.